Hey, hey, mamas. Welcome back to another awesome episode of the Mama Work It podcast. My name is Marisa Lonic. I am your host, Working Mama 4, the founder of Mama Work It, where we support women in the juggle of work life, mom life, wife life, fill in the blank life. So, on today's episode, we are back by very popular demand with my former work bestie, still in real life bestie, Estella. Well, Estella is a corporate VP. She's juggling all the things, working motherhood with 4 kids, including a set of twins. We have so much in common. And she remains one of the realest, most authentic, most amazing working moms I know. And so, after our last chat all about the fall season and all the triggers we moms tend to feel just during that particular time of year, I thought, you know what? Let's do it again. And let's chat this time about the holiday triggers because God knows I feel them. And I think we all feel them to some extent. So, Estella, in case someone has not caught our fall trigger episode before, can you do a quick intro and just tell us a little bit about who you are, why you decided to come back on the show, talk about this topic, hopefully not just because you like me and I asked you to.
Great, awesome. Thanks so much, Marissa. Okay, so my name is Estella. You did a pretty good intro. I'll see what else I can add. I We homeschool our kids, so we kind of left that out. That definitely adds a bit here. But yeah, my kids 4 to almost 12, so we're heading into this preteen thing here. I work. I do like a hybrid work thing, so I get a lot of family time, but definitely still in the office and having my solo coffees a few days a week here. And why am I back? I don't know. I love this. This is fun. I love me. I love you. I miss you. I miss our in person fest where we go over all the triggers and all the things. And so yeah, this is fun, and I'm glad to be here. And last time I enjoyed our conversation.
And now we get to do it on a public forum. So that's fun too.
We're leveling up here.
Leveling up. Love it. All right. So Estella and I have these fun kind of text exchanges, IGDM exchanges. And lately we've been feeling the pressure, friends, of like the holidays upon us. I don't know about you, Estella, but it felt like as soon as Halloween was over, like November 1 hit, it was like, boom, holidays are here. If you're not feeling pressure already, like here's some pressure to feel. Did you feel this? Because I know I felt it.
Oh, it's incredible, and even the kids have picked up on it because they're asking me for Christmas music. And we talked about this last year. We've had the Christmas catalogs for months now. I feel like we got them in August. Um, but it's really bad. I had to talk myself out. I had to talk myself out of being mad after walking into Starbucks for my coffee. I'm on my way to work, and this is a few days ago now. So what are we? We're on the 8th. So this was like the first or the second. And I go in, and the barista handing out coffees has got this big Christmas hat on. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And everything's decorated. My cup is decorated. And I was irritated, and I was like, okay, you're fine. You're fine. It's their right to celebrate the holidays whenever they want. Like, you have to kind of talk yourself into, being like open and accepting of this new holiday timeline. And it's rough. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah. And I want to preface this conversation of triggers again with like, we're not hating on the season. We love the holiday season.
I love
Love.
Nobody loves Christmas more. But then I feel like, well, maybe people do love Christmas more than me, but I love Christmas.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of things I really enjoy, but I also feel like there's a lot of pressure for moms, for working moms. Like it feels like a lot. So let's get into some of these triggers. I'll go first because I feel like this is one that happens way beforehand because it almost needs to. And friends, these are the holiday cards. The holiday cards. Okay. So I do send a holiday card every year.
They're
And
amazing.
every,
I love them.
thank you. And every year I say, I'm going to hire someone to help me with this. Like, I'm going to hire a photographer because I'm always in awe and envious and like just so like I love receiving those gorgeous family photos. And I feel like mine are always just okay because I actually just take them. Like I set up my iPhone in a little tripod. I get all stressed out. I like try to plan these coordinating outfits. And then we take about like 200 photos and then maybe we get one. And some years we don't even get one. So we have to do this like janky collage on the card because we don't have one solid good
The kid
photo.
smiling.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
otherwise you won't get like a good picture of
And
him.
I'm not a Photoshop expert. So like I probably could Photoshop it, but I don't want to like right now. I don't have the brain
And
power to
you
like
feel like
learn
there's a
that.
whole, like you have a whole alter ego or whole new personality that develops to be the family photog? Like you have Marissa, you have family Marissa, maybe you have like Sunday Marissa or like podcast Marissa, but then you have holiday photo Marissa. And who is she? She's not like, you don't
She's
do
not
any
nice.
do she's not not
She's not.
nice. I don't know. And I've never been in your family holiday photos, but I feel like I can get a sense
You could
because we
feel
all
it.
do it. Because I mean, I do it, right? And we've done different variations. And I do actually elicit at least some help, not professional, but I get some help for this because you have to. But yeah, that person that you become, oh my gosh, to
No,
get
it's
the
not
family
good.
photo.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, Estella, the 2020 card I sent out because 2020 was a very historic year, obviously.
Okay, yeah. Trying to remember.
Um
I don't remember anything from the
very little
from that
bandwidth.
project. Very
Very
little.
little bandwidth left for the holiday photo by that time of year. I decided to do blooper photos on the card that year
Okay.
because it just did not work out.
That's what you had.
Yeah.
You have to work with what you have. You have to
Yeah.
work with
So
what
we
you
did a
have.
whole like blooper photo collage and actually it was a hit. Like people really enjoyed that year.
I did a year where I had to Photoshop my head. I
Oh,
did like a
okay.
different head onto myself because everybody else looked good, but the only one where I looked good was like some other picture. So see if you can guess. You can go look through my if you like I feel like if you look really close, you probably like an expert, like a photo, forensic. We had some photography forensics on there. Like, don't take this photo to court. But to everyone else, I think it was fine. Nobody said anything. But I bet you if you took a little look back, you could see. So let me if you need to borrow my photoshopping skills, they're
Yeah,
all
I
right.
think I think I might. And also, I want to give you kudos because I know you've done tons of really helpful outsourcing with your cards, not just like getting the photos, but like you've used services
Oh
that
yeah,
address and send them for you, which I have not tapped into yet, but I feel like
it's
that's
a
a
game changer.
godsend for moms. Yeah.
It's a game changer, and I think when you're working mom with 4 kids, you have to have some easy buttons, right? Like if you don't have any easy buttons, I don't know how you're doing it. Like make a list and also check in sometimes. Like I'll check in with my sister and I'm like, okay, give me your fresh easy buttons. What are you doing lately to
Good
hack
idea.
life? And we'll swap easy buttons. And I unashamedly say, get someone to print and send. I get a card sent to me. I have an online digital mailing address book and I pop my card in there and it costs a little bit more, but I'm not spending on a photographer and I don't get as fancy outfits or whatever. So, you pick your poison, right? And I haven't been able to do this every year, but I plan for it and I do it. And it's a couple dollars a card. And I don't know, maybe you cut some people off your list. I don't know. But if that's what you got, if you're sending 400 handwritten cards, maybe you go to 200
Oh,
send,
wow. No, I'm not
but
sending 400.
like if you're sending a bunch of, I don't know what my list is up to right now, but I have a big family, and I do the service, and I will probably do it forever now. There's a couple different ones out there, and it's
Yeah.
worth it
Money well
for sure.
spent
It's
for
oh my
sure.
gosh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. And I just want to say we're recording this like well into November and still haven't even thought about that photo yet. So You know, you know,
Plan
holiday
events.
card Marissa is coming.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah. All right. Tell
Well,
us, tell us one of your triggers. Go for it.
I guess I have a hard time, and I don't know. I've really, every year I am pulled to this. I'm seriously considering it. We've never done the elf.
Oh, the
And
elf.
the elf content is hitting me hard already.
Mm-hmm.
I get advertised to have, I spend a lot of time on the computer for work, and I'm getting heavily advertised already for the elf. I don't know if my kids know about the elf, but you kind of start to feel like, gosh, should I do it? Some of it's fun, some of it's cute. I see it and I'm like, oh, that is funny. I like that. But I don't see how, I don't know how people are doing it. I don't know how you will add, how I would add anything else and do the elf. And then it's like, are you doing the elf if you don't take photos of it and post it online? So like, are more people doing the elf? Do people do the elf actually all the time, or do they only just like kind of do it and get like a Instagram worthy elf setup and take a picture one time and then make us all feel like everybody's doing the elf? I don't know. Have
Yeah.
you ever done the elf? Can
We
what do
do we
I
do the elf, but I will say there have been plenty of times that the elf has not moved just
and
because.
who is the elf? I don't Where did
Okay,
the elf
so
come from?
yeah, the elf comes from the North Pole, supposed to be there to kind of
Comes from the
like
North.
to
Okay.
kind of help you like manage the kid's behavior, like he's kind of like watching or she's watching to report back to the big guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Okay. So
it can be a
we're
useful
into like a it's like
tool.
a baby big brother type of a thing. What?
It can be, listen, it can be a useful tool, but it can also be burdensome on parents. And you can feel a little bit triggered when you see all these very creative ideas popping like through your feed. And you're like, well, shit, my elf just like sits in different places in my house and like,
Oh gosh, so
reads a
then what,
book
even if I
or
do the elf, now I have like elf envy or like
it can feel like that. Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I've definitely had my moments where I'm like, man, I should really level up my elf game. My elf does hardly ever does crazy shit. Like maybe once in a blue moon, I'll be like, damn, that was a good elf move. But like for the most
So
part, my elf's just moving around.
So we have to do all the Christmas things, right? And like your 10,000 steps, your gallon of water, feeding the children 3 meals a day because they still keep eating, right? Like even with the holidays, they have to continue eating. And
The elf
then
doesn't feed them.
and, and then you're doing the elf. Yeah, I don't know. I think we might continue on this elf list path that we're on because I'm a little scared.
Yeah. And you know what? I
I'm
feel like
scared of the elf.
you nailed something right there too as a trigger because it's like life doesn't stop during this season. And
Oh no.
yet, it's like we inherit this additional full-time job of like being magic
Yeah.
makers, of preparing for the holidays, of doing all the events. And like, don't get me wrong, these things are magical and fun and I do
I
enjoy them, but
love
there's a
them.
lot of pressure to like check all the boxes.
Oh yeah, I have a list. I have to make a calendar of like where am I sprinkling Christmas joy? I can't
Hmm.
go like more than 2 or 3 days without like, oh well, what do we do? I mean, we literally go to a place called Tunnels of Joy
Yes. I
every
remember
year.
that
Like,
place.
you're adding all of these things to your schedule. I mean, I save up time off, but I mean, even if you have time off, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be able to take it, right? And so you're doing all these things. I don't know. I have a lot of late nights during
Yeah.
the holidays
And
to
like
do what we do.
think about too, like a lot of industries do slow down during this time of year, but a lot of them don't. And so, like, if this
Yeah.
is your peak busy season at work, and then you're trying to add in all these things that you really want to create time and space for your family, like, it can be super overwhelming.
Absolutely. I think, anybody in retail, obviously,
Hmm.
this is it. A lot of people, sales positions or even health, right? Like everybody's getting sick this time of year. Oh, great. layer in, one of your kids or all of your kids are sick or you've got a cold and, all the parties and the sugar and, everything, it does seem impossible. And I think what's tough, and maybe this is why we see people celebrating earlier, is it goes really fast, right? So you're packing it in and you're creating all this magic and you don't really have time to do the things that you're doing. And I mean, maybe that's why we call it magic, because who the hell knows where we're getting time to do this stuff,
We
right?
make it happen.
It is
Yeah.
magic. But it also goes by really fast. So you do all this and you're like, oh wow, that was amazing. And you sit down and you go, wow, that went really fast. So I don't know, maybe I'm converting. Maybe I do need 2 months to get all the magic in. Maybe I should start tomorrow, because it's really a lot. It is a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. I like that. All right. With that said, let's move on to another holiday trigger. And that, friend, is holiday PJs. Do you do them?
We have, um,
But wait, do you do them for the whole fam, like parents too, or
no,
just
but I
kids?
want to. I want to. Every year I say I'm going to do it. I don't know if it's like just to publicly humiliate my husband and get him in like a striped onesie, right? But here's where I end up with the holiday PJs is I hit like a decision fatigue. I hit a wall. And when do you have time to do this? So I found myself like last year, I was like, well, should we get the striped ones? Well, should I get these ones here on this side? And then you go to put them in your cart and you're like, well, crap, they only have sizes extra, extra, extra large and 3T. And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I've got to fit 6 people. I've got to get something everyone will like. This one doesn't do footed pajamas. And so, the Christmas pajamas are an adorable idea. I love them. I do. Maybe this is my year, but it's again, it's one of those things. It's like you have to have time. You have to order them ahead. Which ones
Yes.
do you choose? Have you guys already have yours?
Okay, so here's what I like to do with holiday
Give
PJs.
me your hack. Let's hear it. Let's hear
I
a PJ hack.
really don't like buying them every year because my
Okay.
kids rarely wear like a matching pajama set. They just don't. Like they don't sleep in that stuff typically.
Got it. Okay.
So I try to buy them like a size up every year, or not every year,
Okay.
when I buy them so that I
Yeah.
can get 2 years in them. I try. Now,
Okay.
one year, I did have this idea that I was like, what if we all get the holiday pajamas, including my husband and we take our holiday card photo in them?
Two and
And
one. 2 and 1, baby.
that was a no. That was a no. It
Okay.
got completely nixed by not even just the husband, like everyone just ganged up against me and was like, absolutely not, mom. No way you're sending out a card of us in matching pajamas. It's not happening. And I was like, we could do something fun. We could like do a jumping
You
photo.
could hold cocoa and candy canes and like,
We
yeah.
could set this backyard up like a winter
You
wonderland.
could, yeah, I
I
was
mean,
gonna say you could get a
I wouldn't have
you
done
could
it,
get a
but
snow machine. You could get a snow machine, cover the
listen,
roof.
that
Yeah.
probably would not have happened, but I would have tried the jumping option. But
Get coaching.
no one wanted to do it. And so we didn't. And we probably
I
got the
find
collage that year.
that we get pajamas and we just wear them all year.
Yeah.
Do you have, I mean, I don't put the pajamas away. So like just
No,
last
no,
night
me
Wyatt
neither.
was wearing these like Santa with Christmas cookie pajamas and they're getting a little snug. At this point, I mean, at this point I should just buy the next set of Christmas pajamas. But yeah, it really comes down to like choosing them, finding the right sizes, getting them before it's too late, all those things. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping last year's fit. And if they don't, it might be my year without them. I don't know. I mean, unless I
Oh,
just go do some crazy Black Friday sale and get some pajama. I don't know. We'll see. We'll
right.
see.
Is
Yeah.
that a
I
thing
do
still?
like a good Christmas morning photo in the pajamas. It's so cute. Come on.
Yeah. If they're still wearing them,
Right.
if they haven't ripped them off in the night,
True.
right?
True.
Yeah. we're not a photographical bunch in the morning on Christmas morning. Yeah.
All right. What's your next trigger?
All right, so maybe you do this. And this is again, I mean, I feel like you have to preface this, right? Like this is not to make fun of in any way people that do this. But are these real? Are the delivery snack carts on your porch real?
I think
Do you
so. I've
do
seen
this?
them. No, I haven't done it, but I
Is this
always
like a
want to.
staged for social media thing? Like people that are like, "Oh, check out my snack drawer for my kids for the week, how I restock my snack drawer." Like is the porch snack love note to the delivery drivers real? And maybe that's what makes it a trigger because you're like, am I a bad person that I don't want to
Mm.
leave snacks, that I don't want to curate a snack setup? And then, like, how would I get my kids to not touch it? Anyways, they'd be like, oh, thanks for the snack, mom. Oh, these
Every
are
time they
great. And
leave the
then they're,
house, they're
yeah,
grabbing
then
some.
they're eating in the car and there's snacks on my porch. I mean, like, I just don't, in so many ways, I don't know how these are feasible for people.
Mm,
But it's
okay.
real. I mean, have you seen one in real life?
I've seen it in real life. I had neighbors in my last neighborhood who would do it. And I actually love this idea. I think it's super sweet. I think nobody works harder than like the UPS delivery person or like the Amazon delivery person during this time of year. So like I think it is a very sweet gesture. I think two reasons why I probably haven't done it. One is like I just haven't gotten my shit together to do it. But two, I think I'd be worried about like animals, like raccoons opening up snacks
Coons
in the middle of the
is
night or like, you
yeah,
know?
that's real. These we have huge squirrels. I could see it. Again, I think it just all comes down to time. All of these things, and not to like shamelessly plug your mantra of any of any way, like this is not just she had me on here to plug to plug time
I did
management.
not.
But like I mean, really, truly, honestly, all of these things come down to time. Like what
Yeah.
do we do not? I don't have time for holiday photos. I don't have time for PJs and snack cart. My God, we'll be lucky if I feed the real people in my home today 3 times. I will. I promise. Just kidding. But really though, yeah, the snack cart. I don't know. Well,
Well,
that's
it's
gonna
like
be.
you can't do every single thing, right?
No, you
Like
have to
you
pick.
have to just pick and choose, right? So
Yeah.
like is it the snack cart or is it like you're buying every single teacher, person you come in contact, who comes in
Again.
contact with that person, a Starbucks gift card, right? Like
Oh,
what's it going to be?
yeah.
Like you can't check every single box because there is that
No.
person whose love language is being a gift giver, physical gifts, and they buy,
Yes.
every single person something, which that is very sweet and very nice and maybe within their budget,
Yeah.
but it's maybe not within everyone else's budget or everyone else's like mental load capacity, right? So,
No. Yeah, and you can't even you can't even make gifts, okay? So you don't wanna buy them DIY or whatever. Even that, it's all time.
mhm.
Um, and then there's, like, the evening out of the gifts too, right? So you've got 4 kids, so if you do one child's teacher and PE teacher, oh my gosh, I thought, she was joking, but my sister goes, "Oh, I gotta get the crossing guard something." I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yeah. But you know what? It's somebody you see every day and you're like, "Oh, I
That's
would
what she
love
said.
I would love to gift her something." Like this is what I mean, like people whose love language is physical gifts, like this is their time to shine.
But when she said that, I just wanted to instantly like throw in the towel. Do you know what I mean? I was like, that's it. I give up. The crossing guard? Like, I am wholly unprepared for this.
If you are listening and you are a crossing guard, please know you are very much appreciated, even if Estella does not gift you something.
Yeah. I'm going to give a teacher gift this year to
Aren't
myself.
aren't you the teacher? And I'm gonna spoil her rotten.
I need a new mug. I need a new world's best teacher mug. I could use some slippers for sure. I love Starbucks cards. Easy button.
Massage
There we
gift
go.
card coming your way.
Massages. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to say
What
one
about,
more.
oh,
Oh,
sorry. Okay, go
sorry. Go
ahead.
ahead.
Decorating. I mean, this is one I passed on decorating for Halloween, but you can't. Maybe you can. I've never tried it. Who wants to pass up on decorating for Christmas? But again, this one is big, um, and you can really go all out. I mean, there's some.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like, pick your trigger about decorating. Is it like that the kids want to help? How about that?
Is it
To
the
let them
tree?
help.
Is it the tree OCD? Is it the white lights versus the colored lights? What is it?
Is it the having to bribe the husband to get the lights up on the house? Is it the porch? Oh, here we go with the porch again. Um,
Different kind of porch setup, but still a porch trigger.
in my
Still a
next house,
porch
which I'm
trigger.
just gonna like a no porch. You just remove the
Take
porch
it off. Take it off. Yeah,
so that
take
it's
make
not
it
even
one
an
of your
option.
items. Make it one of your like checklist items, no porch.
Like, how do we get into
Straight
the
up door.
house?
Straight up
Just a
door.
door, a hidden door. It's a secret door in the back.
It's gonna be like a speakeasy. We're not even gonna know you live there.
Mom, where do we live? Don't tell anyone. I don't know. No one told you?
Oh.
Sorry, kids. Have you started decorating?
No, I just took down the Halloween stuff
Oh, it's
yesterday.
okay, but you did Halloween. Okay.
I still have pumpkins out there because Thanksgiving is still coming. And I
Yeah,
feel
just turn
like
them around.
pumpkins are very much like a fall thing. We're still in fall, y'all, you know?
I'm right there with you. Turn around the jack-o'-lanterns. Now they're fall. Get yourself one of those like orange and yellow plants from Safeway. Throw it on your porch.
You know what
Done.
I did one year? Because when you do the jack-o'-lanterns, they rot. So like those have had to go. But like the ones that aren't cut, one year we spray painted our pumpkins gold and silver and we made them holiday
Oh,
decor.
that's pretty. One year we did crayons and the hair dryer, and I let the kids melt crayons. You just kind of like hold the crayons on the top there
What are
and you hit
crayons?
them with the
Cranberries?
crayons. Crayons.
Oh, crayons.
Is this an East Coast, West Coast thing? How do you say
Yes.
crayon?
Crayons.
Crayon. Crayon. Crayon.
Well, I don't say crayons. I mean, it's more than one syllable. Crayons.
Crayons.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
Crayons. Crayons. Yeah, we did the crayons. See, there you go again. Crayons. Huh. All right.
All right. I thought you were like shortening the word cranberry. I
Am
was
I
like,
shortening? Am I
is this a
shortening
thing?
it?
Is this a thing?
Crayons.
Yes.
Crayons. It sounds bizarre. Crayons. Okay. Well,
So,
we melted crayons on our pumpkin. It was fun.
oh, that is cute. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cute. It was fun.
All right. All right. Well, this has been fun. Another trigger episode. Before we wrap up, some fun questions for you. Are you ready?
Okay, I mean, I'll never be ready, but let's just do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's make it the holiday edition. What's your holiday cocktail of choice?
Oh, um, I mean, I would put some Baileys in just about anything and call it holiday.
Okay, yeah, I like a good
Yeah,
Bailey's for sure. And they do like some different flavors now. I think they have like a mint one, right?
yeah, just
This is
add
probably
and
not a new thing, but like I'm never down for what like I never know what's happening out there. So
right. What's hot? No, just Baileys. Pull it
I've
out.
been around
Every house
forever.
has a
Yeah.
bottle, right? You
Yes.
put it in your coffee, put it in your eggnog, just
Okay.
drink it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Favorite
Baileys.
holiday tune?
Um, Elvis, Blue Christmas.
Really? Wouldn't have expected that of you. I was thinking you were going to go with the OG Mariah.
I mean, I enjoy it. I am a connoisseur of holiday music. You will hear it all in my house, all of it. I love it, love it. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's got to be Elvis Blue Christmas. It'll put a smile on my face anytime.
Hmm. All right. All right. Last question. What's your like non-negotiable holiday tradition?
A non-negotiable holiday tradition. Well, Christmas Eve is also my birthday,
Yes, it is.
and I will non-negotiable. I get to pick the movie. The kids go to bed, and I watch a movie and wrap gifts. And I watch Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, which I don't even know if it qualifies as a holiday movie, but it it
It's your
always just
holiday
like
movie.
it's my
Yeah.
holiday movie. And I watch it, and I finish wrapping my gifts, and that is my non-negotiable. What I do every year.
Love it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Stella, thank you. Before we officially wrap
Yes.
up, Mama Friends, I want to remind you that if the holidays are triggering you and stressing you out, check out the Holiday Habit Workshop. Estella attended this last year. We did it live, but it is for sale on demand for you right now. And it's got some great tips and tricks to kind of ease the stress, make the holiday season more joyful, more fun, less chaotic. So check it out. Show notes.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime.